to the DMF. I am your host, Justin Yachts, and this is episode 35. And we're going to talk about Survivor Series 2020. We're going to talk about AEW, a little bit of Raw and SmackDown, future feuds that I like, and I want to talk about the Walter versus Ilja Dragunov, which is probably one of the most brutal matches you'll ever see in WWE. So stay tuned. Survivor Series 2020, November 22nd, Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Well, let's just start with the top. I talked about this a little bit. So The Undertaker came out, and this is his farewell. And they had a bunch of people come out, like Kane, Mick Foley, and they came out to the music, Triple H, Ric Flair. And then they went to a video package, and when they came back, they were gone. Why bring those people out if you're not going to have them interact with The Undertaker? Then we had Vince McMahon introduce The Undertaker. It looked taped, and it looked overdone to me, and it made absolutely no sense. The video package was good. Undertaker came out. He said some things. He said it was time for him to rest in peace. Yeah, Taker's entrance took about like 7.5 minutes. It was nice. They sent him off farewell. I kind of wanted more of the real man to come out because I felt like that was what we needed, but they wanted to do it all as the character of The Undertaker, so I guess that's what they want, so that's what's gonna happen. So I'm going to talk about, now let's run through the rest of this pay-per-view. I didn't really like this pay-per-view. I'm just going to be honest with you. I thought it was just not that great. I did a whole episode on The Undertaker, so don't come at me saying that I'm not a fan. I am a fan. It's not really what I wanted to see. I just thought it was a little too overdone. They did at one point, they had like an electronic version of The Undertaker's theme playing, which sounded like something off of a Super Nintendo, which I don't mind. I just didn't think it was appropriate for this moment. I kind of wanted everyone in the ring to kind of like either exit the ring and say goodbye to him and shake his hand or something. I'm like, why did they even come out? It made no sense to me. But so The Undertaker said farewell, came out, and then he walked to the back, and that was it. I don't know if this is the end of his appearances, but, the in-ring character is gone. But to me, we kind of already knew that with the last ride, and we kind of knew that with the AJ Styles match. So let's start at the beginning. We had The Miz won a dual battle royal. Dominic threw out the last guy, but he forgot that Miz was in there, and Miz threw him out. What a shock. We've never seen that before. And I'm being sarcastic there. We had the 5-on-5 elimination match. It was Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Sheamus eliminated Seth Rollins. AJ eliminated Kevin Owens. I'm calling him Matt Riddle. I don't care what they say. Eliminated Baron Corbin. Braun Strowman eliminated Otis, and Keith Lee eliminated Jey Uso. And at one point, the announcer said this was the most amazing feat of strength he's ever seen. I completely disagree. This is why I don't like the announcers. I don't trust them. They just lie and say whatever they want. Apparently, it's supposed to be Seth Rollins' send-off because he's going on maternity leave to help his wife. Is that what they call it? I don't know. The Street Profits defeated the Raw Tag Team Champions, The New Day, in a 14-minute match. Bobby Lashley defeated Sami Zayn. No surprise there in a 7-minute match. Asuka lost to Sasha Banks in a non-title match. Who cares? We had the 5-on-5 women's elimination match. Peyton Royce eliminated Bayley. Natalya eliminated Peyton Royce. Lacey Evans eliminated Natalya. Shayna Baszler eliminated Ruby Riott. Liv Morgan eliminated Lacey Evans. Nia Jax eliminated Liv Morgan. Bianca Belair eliminated Shayna Baszler because she refused to break on the rope. And then Lana won after Bianca Belair and Nia Jax eliminated each other with a double countout. This was just dumb and lame, but yeah, Lana won. Wow, what a shock. Who cares? I'm sorry, I'm not going to be excited for things that I don't like. Roman Reigns defeated Drew McIntyre. They had an okay match. The beginning was awful and was boring and plotting. Second half picked up. It looked like McIntyre was going to win, but the ref got knocked out, and Jey Uso came down, and they had a thing where Reigns he hit McIntyre, and then Reigns speared McIntyre. Actually, no, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't know. He did the Superman punch, and then he applied the guillotine, and the ref said that he passed out. So it's an screwed up finish, but that's what they did. Jey Uso got reprimanded by Roman Reigns in the back for not winning, and this is kind of how he redeemed himself. And then we had the Undertaker final farewell. So that was it. I expected more, and it just didn't do anything for me. Was not what I wanted to see. I talked all about The Undertaker. I love the Roman Reigns character, but I just thought this was a boring match. And I wanted more. So, and they had built this match up pretty well, but no, this is not what I wanted. So when we come back, I'll talk about AEW. AEW. Well, the show started with the Young Bucks defeating Top Flight, which is a new tag team that they found. Really good workers. I thought this was a good match. Good stuff. After the match, they got TH2 came out and beat down Top Flight, but the Bucks chased them off and raised the Top Flight's fan. We had the Inner Circle in Vegas, and they basically did the Hangover. I didn't like this. I know some people like it, but the fact that they used multiple camera angles turned it off for me. If they used one camera angle and they said that this is the director and he's directing us, I would have been like, okay, I get that. That kind of works. Jon Moxley cut a promo, and he mentioned that his wife is pregnant, so that's how we found out that his wife is pregnant. Orange Cassidy defeated Kip Sabian. This was a good match. I liked it. Good stuff. Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega contract signing. Jon Moxley was laid out, so Omega signed the contract. I gotta believe that somebody Omega knows, laid him out. So this is all leading to probably the heel turn with Omega. We had another Inner Circle thing. I just didn't like this. I like the Conan cameo, but it didn't do anything for me. I know some people liked it, and that's why I'm saying don't not do it. It wasn't for me. That's all I'm saying here. Pac defeated the Blade. This was a good match, and we had Pac, Pentagon Jr. I'm sorry, he's got a new name, but he's still Pentagon Jr. to me. And Rey Fenix, all aligned, so the Death Triangle are back, and I guess they're going to face the Butcher and the Blade and the Bunny and Eddie Kingston. We had a women's title match. Serena Deeb defeated Thunder Rosa. It was okay. The Dark Order revealed that Mr. Brody Lee demanded him So I guess Anna Jay is going to get her first title shot against Hikaru Shida. Pac and Ray Phoenix versus The Butcher and the Blade is announced for next week. We got a Darby Allin video package. It was okay, not my favorite video package. And then it was Team Taz versus Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin. And Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin lost Team Taz. After the match, Will Hobbs ran out with the chair and he picked up the FTW Championship and he attacked Cody. So Hobbs is now with Team Taz. Nice little thing. I mean, the only thing I really cared that much about on this show was Omega versus Moxley. That's what I can't wait for, and it should be some good stuff. So that was AEW. Not my favorite show, but it was good. Good stuff, nothing horrible. So good stuff all around. Let's go to, let's talk about Raw. I'm just going to do Raw all in one thing here. So Raw was highlighted. We had the Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre came out with a kilt and a sword, part of his new entrance, and he defeated Randy Orton to win the WWE Championship again. And he feels like a top guy now. I'm liking Drew McIntyre. I think this is the way to go. The show began with Drew McIntyre in street clothes, and then we had Randy Orton interrupt and a bunch of crap, and nobody cared. Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke defeated Lana and Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler because Lana is horrible. We had a Firefly Funhouse episode. No one cares. Hurt Business promo. I'm not going to go into detail about this. Just doesn't mean anything. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods defeated the Hurt Business, which was Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. 8-man tag team Retribution defeated Braun Strowman, Keith Lee, Sheamus, and Riddle. Who cares? Bray Wyatt defeated The Miz. So Bray Wyatt can now beat some guys up, so he defeated The Miz. Drew McIntyre defeated Randy Orton to win the championship in a 24-minute and 10-second match. I like this match. I thought this was a good match. This was the only thing that was worthy of anything. Good stuff. I got no complaints about that. This takes us to SmackDown. Drew McIntyre. They had so this is the return of Daniel Bryan. There's a promo in the back. Who cares? New Day and the Street Profits defeated Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode. Who cares? Not that great. Daniel Bryan cut a promo in the back. He said, he's upset and he wants revenge. Natalya defeated Tamina. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre contract signing. This was good stuff. Roman Reigns came out and he kind of re-quoted stuff that Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman quoted to him back in 2015. Reigns basically saying, look, you were me a long time ago, but look, you're a secondary champion and you're not in my league and all this stuff. And it was good. Roman Reigns continues to deliver as this character. Only thing I didn't like was this Survivor Series match. And it pains me to say that because I love Roman Reigns and everything he's doing. I thought his promo on SmackDown was just sublime. Good stuff all around. Him saying that, basically saying that, and then he ended the promo by saying, you'll always be my favorite number 2, Roman Reigns. So I thought that was just great stuff. Murphy defeated Seth Rollins. Sasha Banks and Asuka segment with Carmella coming out, beating her up, and Daniel Bryan defeated Jey Uso. This was a good match. I like this match. The way Daniel Bryan won still kept Jey Uso strong in some ways. Uso followed up with 2 more super kicks. The finish came when Uso attempted the splash off the top rope, but Bryan got his knees up and used an inside cradle for the win. So, Daniel Bryan with the cradle. He wanted to get that over so bad in ROH, so there you have it. So I liked SmackDown, I liked Raw. AEW I thought was an okay show. And when we come back, I'm going to talk about Walter versus Dragunov and Walter versus Dragunov. What can I say? This was brutal from a physical standpoint. And I'm talking about the October 29th, 2020 episode. I think that's what I'm talking about. Or is it the October 15th one? I think it's the October 29th one where it was just brutal. Just absolutely brutal. For WWE, they don't do this kind of match. They were so stiff. The German suplexes on their head, slaps, hitting of the ear, just beating the crap out of each other. I'm trying to watch it now, and just amazing. My jaw dropped at moments here because I was just like, it looked like a war. And they didn't use weapons. They used their fist and their arms. And at one point, Dragunov is like bleeding from the mouth. And it ended with basically Walter choking out Dragunov. And just where there's blood in his mouth. This was just brutal. Off the page. And they didn't even use weapons. Just fist. Walter and Dragon, they are just like, Walter is a beast. If anybody took up the mantle of Brock Lesnar with him being gone, it's Walter. Because he is just, it looks so painful, the way these guys fought. I don't know if they actually hurt each other, but it was stiff stuff. At one point, he just like threw him into the steps, kicked his ear, delayed suplexes. This was just brutal. They went, I think, like 20 minutes, and it was just so brutal. I don't know what else to say. I can't even, the brutality, catastrophic, vicious, uncanny. I've never seen this in a WWE match. You've seen this in like New Japan, but even, I put this up there with just about anything. It was just brutal by any means, by any company standards. And Dragunov, man, to take that beating, both of them. I'm just watching this and it's just like, wow. They raised the bar. This was probably the best WWE match I've seen all year. And I'm going to be honest with you. I thought this was the best match I've seen all year from WWE. Walter versus, I can't pronounce his first name, Dragunov. Go watch it. I can't recommend a match enough more than this match. Amazing. So let's talk about some future feuds I see. I think Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns is coming. And I can't wait. Because Roman Reigns is going to really learn a lot from working with Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan knows how to just make any match work. I think Randy Orton may still get the title from Drew McIntyre. Either at the December pay-per-view or, probably the December pay-per-view. I don't see Miz getting it. Why would you put it on? I don't see Miz getting anything. I can't wait for New Japan. That's going to be good stuff. I think Will Ospreay is going to have an amazing 2021. I think this will be a great year for him. And Jay White is going to have an amazing 2021 as well. What other feuds do I see coming along? I don't know. The only thing I can see Roman Reigns being made for is The Rock. Unless Brock Lesnar's coming back, and I don't know if he wants to come back. I think he's done. And you know what? He went out like a champion, like a pro, putting over Drew McIntyre in a 5-minute match and making him look like a star and doing the best he possibly could. So, I don't know where they're going. I think Drew McIntyre is going to face Sheamus as well. But I think Randy Orton's going to get the title back. Edge, I think, is almost ready. And that's about it. Watch the Undertaker episode if you want to hear my thoughts on that. Good stuff. And, yeah, I'm very happy with stuff going on in professional wrestling. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. This is a shorter episode today, but enjoy. And I will see you next time. Well, wait. First, let me thank you all for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for any feedback that I get. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening, though. Thank you. And yeah, that about does it. And I will see you next time on the DMF.